Good morning, dear student. In my previous class, I had discussed about the exercise and I had given you the PDF format of question and answer. I hope all of you have written it in your geography copy. Now we will start the syllabus of first semester. And the first chapter that we are going to take up in first semester is agriculture. Okay, you can see agriculture, that is lesson 4. And in this chapter some key concepts are given over here. You can see agriculture practices in the world, that is different types of agriculture practice that are practiced in different parts of the world, like subsistence farming. The meaning of subsistence farming, then intensive farming, extensive farming, and shifting farming. So these are four types of agriculture practices in the world. Then we will study about food crops and cash crop, the difference between food crop and cash crop. Then commercial farming, plantation farming. What is commercial farming? What is plantation farming? And locate major crop producing regions on the world map. And green revolution. You must be knowing about green revolution because I had given you a project to prepare on green revolution, and many of you have prepared and sent that project to me on my WhatsApp, and I have gone through it, but many students, they have not yet submitted. So I would like to request to those students who have not submitted to submit the project of Green Revolution, the soft copy, on my WhatsApp number. And then I will, when the school will reopen, then I will collect the hard copy, that is the project that you have prepared. Okay, so now I begin with this lesson. Agriculture Agriculture is the cultivation of land for the growth of crops and raising of livestock. So what is agriculture? Agriculture is means cultivation of land. Cultivation of land means you must have seen the farmers working in the field. First they prepare the field by plowing it. Okay, earlier, now also animals like ox or buffalo are used to plow the field. Now tractors are used. Okay, so cultivation of land, preparing the land so that to plant crop over there. Seeds are sown and then it grow into a crop. So cultivation of land for the growth of crop, and raising of livestock. Livestock means cattles. Okay, like cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, etc. So along with the agriculture, the farmers, they also keep cattles. Okay, raising of livestock. Farmers engaged in agriculture by preparing soil. Just now I told you what is preparing soil. That is, you have to, before sowing the seed, you have to prepare it by plowing the soil with the help of animals or by machines like tractors. Then planting crops, that is sowing the seeds and irrigating the field with water, and so that the small plants, saplings start growing from the seed. So planting crops, and when the and harvesting them, that is when the crops are grown. Okay, and it is ready to be harvested, then the crops are cut, and the whatever if it is a wheat crop, then wheat is taken out or by threshing, or if paddy is there, then rice. Okay, paddy, so paddy is taken out by threshing the plant. So in this way, harvesting them. So this is the process of agriculture. Then agriculture is perhaps the oldest occupation. Can anybody tell me during which period agriculture started in the history of human civilization. Okay, so in my next uh, video, I will ask you this question again. Agriculture is perhaps the oldest occupation. Okay, since time memorial in the olden time during the Stone Age. Okay, this agriculture practice started. Producing food from plants and cultivating the land changed the lifestyle of the nomadic early humans to a settled and domestic one. Okay, so when people learned the art of growing food crop, that is cultivating land, it changed the lifestyle of the early people because earlier people they were nomadic. Okay, nomadic people means people who keep on changing their location. Okay, they keep on shifting from one place to another, and in search of food or water or shelter. For these purpose, the people used to move from one place to another in search of all these things. But once they started growing their own crop, okay, so now there was no dearth and scarcity of crop or food crop. Now they can grow their own food. Okay, and so there was plenty of food available for them. So no need to wander, no need to shift from one place to another. So they left this nomadic way of life and they started living a settled and domesticated one. Settled life, that is in one place, like a small village developed, and they made their own house over there, uh, and they started domesticating their animals like cattle, buffalo. Okay, so in this way a settled life started with agriculture. It was a key factor in the rise of many civilizations. If you see, there were four important civilizations that flourished in during the ancient time in the beginning, and all these civilizations flourished on the bank of rivers. Okay, because the river provided water for irrigation, and the bank of the river, the land which is near the river, is more fertile than other land. So in fertile land, they can grow their crop very easily. So that is why this civilization developed on the bank of river. Can you name the four civilization? The four civilization which flourished on the bank of river. One was the Egyptian civilization. It flourished on the bank of river Nile. Then another was the Mesopotamian civilization, which flourished on the bank of river Tigris and Euphrates. Then the Chinese civilization flourished on the bank of river Huangho, and the Indus civilization or the Harappan civilization, which flourished on the bank of river Indus. So these are the four important civilization that flourished on the bank of rivers. So many civilizations whereby people settled near water bodies like rivers and lakes that helped in irrigation and trading surplus food produce. Then another first was that this river provided water for irrigation, and second was this river was also used as a means of transport for carrying for movement of people and goods from one place to another, for trading surplus food produce, whatever extra food surplus food that was produced by that village was used for trading purpose, for selling and buying other things. Okay, so in this way uh, this river helped in the growth of irrigation, okay, agriculture, and also for trading purpose and food produce. Okay, so today we will discuss up to here. Today I have just begun this lesson, then in the next class I will continue from here. So just go through, read this lesson, and in the next video then I will continue. Okay, take care, thank you.